to learn more.
Hi, welcome to Mayhem Live. We are back on Blog Talk Radio, mainly because of the changes in YouTube. I decided just to kind of add in a little bit from our roots. Now, we're going to change our format. This show is going to be about that. Originally, we talked about a lot of things, wrestling, NASCAR, some other things. Well, the reason why I dropped the wrestling and stuff is, well, I'm still going to talk about basically, you know, the indie stuff, but I don't do WWE anymore because anybody that supports, you know, Special Olympics shouldn't have a person like Larry the Cable Guy on their show. So I just moved away from that. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about gaming. We're talking about PC, console, gaming trends. We're going to do a featured game of the week. What I'm going to do is I'll download the, for those that can't get a hold of this radio, either limited by your mobile device or, you know, what we're going to do is I'm going to download the audio and then I'm going to load it to YouTube. But basically what happened is for 4 years I could monetize my videos. Well, they started changing things around. Now you got to have 10,000 views before you can do that. And I was like, you know, well, I've been doing it for 4 years. But anyway. So I'm gonna load it up and I'm gonna put some gameplay video behind it so you don't sit there and just listen to us talk. There are gonna be some more people that's gonna be helping us out. One of the first co-hosts will be Jesse, aka Werecat on Xbox, and his if you want to follow him on Twitch, it's Sir Pounce, Sir_Pounce. The next guy who's going to be joining us is Mark, or a.k.a. Mark Azuma, and my name is the Man in Black, or Russell, and a.k.a. T-Mills Live. You can also see this stuff on, it's only on my Twitter right now, but I will eventually be retweeting it on the Mayhem News Live. But yeah, I just thought we were going to change up, so we're going to have that format. We're going to come in, we're going to introduce everybody. We're going to talk about the new games that are coming out. We're going to talk about gaming news, controversies, and basically give you a rundown. I will be talking about some of the indie wrestlers that I talked to, and one we've actually interviewed on this show. If you don't know who Chance Prophet is, I really feel bad for you. Not to mention he's a nice guy. I mean, a really nice guy. He's a family man. He's a Christian man. He does a lot of stuff. He's also an art teacher, so, you know, but he's a real nice guy. He does a lot of stuff. We've actually interviewed him on Blog Talk Radio, and I never got to do it on YouTube because his schedule is so hectic, so a phone call was probably the best way to do that. But we're going to talk about some of the wrestling stuff, some of the guys that are, you know, in indie wrestling that, you know, because, I don't know, if you've never watched an indie show, if you've never been to one, you're missing the backbone of what you see on WWE every week. You also don't have to watch the Paul and Stephanie show, or Triple H and Stephanie show. If you don't know that, his name is Paul Levesque. But anyway, it's pretty much all about them. But you get to see wrestling at its purest form. The fan interaction between the wrestlers and the crowd is just something you don't see in WWE, because WWE's not going to let it happen, you know, because it would take over the show and they know it. But you know, I just decided, you know, I have a son with Down syndrome. I have a special needs son, so I just decided that, you know, and they really screwed wrestling for me. I didn't even get to enjoy Sting coming to the WWE. I did watch the stuff that he did in WWE via YouTube, but I refuse to support, a show that allows somebody that makes fun of Down syndrome babies and hydrocephalus babies. If you don't know what that is, just let me know by Twitter, and I'll spell it for you, and you can look it up. But we wanted to reintroduce Mayhem News Live. Now, when we were doing this show before, over the first year, we had over 16,000 people listen in, and we're hoping to redo that again. This is just easier. The host that I'm going to have, Mark is a wonderful person. He has 3 boys that are special needs. So this was the easiest way, to get him here. And it's easy for him just to call while he's helping out the boy. And Jesse works. He works for, a cable company. So as you could probably tell, he's busy. So this is the easiest way. I am not going to schedule a certain day yet. We're going to have to work that in. This is just an intro show. But those are the reasons why we changed the format. Basically, I just couldn't do it anymore. I don't even watch it on TV anymore. I watch some of the indie stuff, but that's it. But yeah, we enjoyed what we did on Blog Talk. I was a paying member. I had an hour show, but at the time they were having issues, and but I'm not going to do that. What we're going to talk about, on this show, we can do in 30 minutes without a problem, because we're not. The wrestling stuff took up a lot of time because we were covering WWE, TNA, New Japan. We covered everything. So, and that's not the only show we're going to have. Mayhem News Live is one. Me and Mark also want to do some advocacy programming. His wife is a freelance writer. She does a lot of stuff about autism and different special needs. Yeah, and my wife has her own web page, so on Facebook. You can also follow this show on Facebook. You can just search Mayhem News Live. You can also follow us on Twitter. That's at Mayhem News Live, all one word, all caps. You can follow me. That's at TMIB LIVES. You can follow Werecat as well. That's at Sir Pounce. That's 2 Sirs and a Pounce. And we're going to be posting some stuff, and I'm going to add some gameplay video. For the last 6 minutes of the show, I will do this part of the show go along with the video that I did about the same topic. And Bungie has there's been a big, they're trying to use microtransactions and trying to compare it to EA's goof up with the Star Wars. And well, the only problem is the stuff that you had to buy from Bungie, from Eververse on Destiny, it was for looks. Different shaders, different skins for your armor. It did not help you in the game. You could never go to Eververse and still become a very powerful Guardian, is what they're called, without ever buying anything from Eververse, because it will drop on its own. You don't have to, buy anything, to make this game playable. I have 3 characters on Destiny 2. All of them are $335. I didn't buy anything from Eververse. What I got from Eververse, I got after I dismantled chips, certain shaders, gives you what they call silver dust, and you can save up. You save up for 2 weeks, you'd be surprised what you can buy. But you got people saying that, oh, they're doing this, and it's microtransactions, and trying to make this big stink, and they're trying to make themselves, into big YouTubers and stuff. Matter of fact, I unfollowed 23 YouTubers who I really enjoy their content, but because they did such a video, the only one that didn't do it was a young lady, and I'm not going to call anybody out. I'm not even going to mention her name. But I watch a lot of her stuff. She's a very nice person. She gave her spiel, but she said, you know what? I like guessing. It's not a big thing. And she doesn't just do like we do. Our group of folks do not raid. We don't do trials. So I got my characters to what they are now without raid, without trials. And because of the way of Iron Banner was when it first dropped, I didn't do Iron Banner either. I did the main milestones that give you powerful gear, and that's it. And I've done one Nightfall. To be honest, what I got in the Nightfall really didn't help me out. And that wasn't because it didn't. It was mainly because at that time it gave me something I didn't need. So I do believe they need to get rid of the time to Nightfall, or at least give us an option not to do the time by Nightfalls. And I truly think that would be the way to go. Now, Bungie just proved that they're listening, okay? Bungie proved, via what they posted today, that they are listening. But they also kind of basically said, well, and the main thing there is they're trying to say that, people are trying to say, well, they've got everything behind a paywall. No, and you do get a lot of stuff. You do get a Bright Engram. You do get a bunch, and those Bright Engrams are okay, but but they just prove that they're going to be listening. Now, they did clarify some things. Some people think because they buy a pass, basically a seasonal pass, that they're supposed to get everything. Expansions are purchasable updates that typically add new storylines, destinations, and gear, as well as new Crucible, Strike, and Raid Lair content. Seasons introduce content that is made available to all players of Destiny 2 at no additional cost. Okay? Eververse, they say they've realized that. I don't think they made a mistake. But, this basically goes along with the video that I did. And, I just wanted to let everybody know that we are coming back. I will be announcing new shows each week. First, it'll be me for a while until we get everybody locked down. But this has been Mayhem News Live, and we are back on Block Talk Radio, where we belong. And I think it's going to be good. I'm still going to be doing the YouTube stuff, and I'm still going to be posting clips and stuff. But I just want to let everybody know I appreciate anybody that has been watching this show. And if you're new to the show, welcome. And don't forget to follow us on here. And as soon as I get it where I can load it into where you can download it, it's where you can hear it on a blog reader, I'll let everybody know the link to that. But as I said, this is the Man in Black, a.k.a. Team Bliss, and this has been the show. Talk to you.